What happens to humans is they're in a relationship they don't like and they're miserable. They're in a job they don't like, they're miserable. They're in a home they don't like, they're miserable, right? And what happens is that they don't know how to, it's not necessarily about stepping out of it. It's about mastering it. Pay attention to how often you are being asked to let go of control. Pay attention to how often you are playing the victim and blaming other people. Pay attention to how often you are ignoring what your intuition is telling you. Be acutely aware of how often you're ignoring what your intuition is telling you. Because here's the thing. If you are in any situation in your life right now that is making you unhappy and miserable, but you have these reasons for being in it, you can easily step out of victimhood and into creatorship in that experience. Stepping out of victimhood and into creatorship and into an empowered state doesn't mean that you step out of something that you're unhappy in, right? What it means is that you take complete self-responsibility for it. You're empowered in it. You're choosing it, right? You're committed to it. I'm in this. I'm choosing this unhealthy relationship. Go ahead, girl, you go.
If you're choosing something like you're going to be in this marriage right now, you're only going to perpetuate your own suffering if you complain about it. Because no one's forcing your hand to be in that marriage. No one has a gun to your head saying you have to be in this marriage. So you're either committed or you're not. You're either committed to your higher self or you're not. But you're going to welcome in a lot of disturbances and a lot of disruptions and a lot of discord if you're fighting yourself.
I'm choosing to stay in this job that I can't stand. Great. That's very different. That's a very different energy, because your higher self is going to cheer you on. It's going to hold you no matter what you're doing. Okay. But on an intuitive level, you're going to know this job isn't for me. Okay, great. But when you're in the job that you don't like and you're miserable in that job, if you can find yourself in an empowered state, I'm choosing this. I'm choosing the way I'm responding. I'm choosing the way I'm walking into this job. I'm going to choose it until I have the strength to step out of it, right? When you find yourself doing that, you will find yourself out of it much faster.
Just as you said, I'm gonna find the strength to step out of it. What I heard is you won't even have to step out of it, because the universe is going to eject you out of that situation. Because if you've already mastered that realm of working at Starbucks or wherever, and nothing throws you off your center,
yep,
and you're of no use there.
Exactly.
You're of no use.
Yeah, you master it.
But this journey isn't just about the people around you. It's about your constant and continual expansion. So if the universe feels like it can't promote you into a higher level within that job or within that relationship, then of course you're going to get ejected out of that situation, because you've become the master within it all. And now you're going to go master another game.
The way you crack this is that you literally empower yourself in it. So you start to say to yourself, I'm choosing this. I'm choosing this, because when you start doing this, you're not going to stay in it for very long. You will get ejected out, right? So it's almost like you're becoming the Jedi, right? And so you're like, I know how to play this game. I'm in a relationship I can't stand, but I can't seem to get out of it yet because I'm afraid, or I don't have the money, or I don't know where I'm going to go. Okay. So step one is you start to recognize that this is a choice. I'm choosing this. I'm choosing this. Every day you say to yourself, I'm choosing this. And then watch how your ego's going to say, no, you're not. You're not choosing this. You have no choice. Come back to I'm choosing it. I'm choosing it. I'm choosing it. Then you start to choose how you are going to respond in it, how you're going to feel in it, how you're going to think in it, right? You start becoming empowered in it. Because then as soon as you do that, you're going to find yourself elevating out of it. You're not going to be stuck in it. You're not going to be tied to it. You're not going to be in like the spider web of it, because you're going to start to find yourself recognizing what the whole thing is through stepping out of victimhood, through empowerment, through choice. And then you're going to be like, holy cow, I'm way up here. Time to go. Chink. And you're going to exit out without a plan, without any idea, because you're going to grow out of it.
I'm getting that when you outgrow it, anything that you master becomes an illusion.
Exactly. It's an illusion when you're in it. You just don't realize because you're in it.
Everything feels real when there's fear.
Yes.
Everything feels so freaking real.
Yes.
When fear is in the mix.
Yes.
But everything feels so illusionary when you beat every game.
Yes. So true.
On it. Like,
it's so true.
A virtual reality game feels real if you hold trauma in your body. By the way, I've put those goggles on before and I had people shoot at me and I felt my trauma.
Yeah.
Like it's real. Like it felt real.
Yeah.
But when you master a game and you outgrow it, it's not real anymore.
You're actually mastering fear.
You're mastering fear and you're indirectly teaching it that there's a better way.
At the core of why you're not leaving, the core of why you're not leaving the miserable job, the core of why it's fear. There's a fear underlying you staying in something that you don't want, period.
Yes.
You can break it down. You can make all the excuses you want, but at the end of the day, it's fear that is tying you to whatever situation you're in that you're miserable with. So you're just cracking the code of fear. So you're basically like, if I know this, then I'm going to become the creator above it.
Yes. And then if you can think of fear as a consciousness that's neither benevolent or malevolent, it's neither mean or good or evil or angelic, the fear is going to keep you bound to that situation until you crack the code. So you might resist being at the same job or being in the same relationship or living in the same country. That's because you think that where you live is real. You think that you're really unhappy. That's an illusion, right? It's what I mean is you know what I mean by an illusion? Like you think that living or being in that relationship is horrible. Like to you, it's so real that it's horrible. You're caught in an illusion though, right? But you can't see that you're in the illusion. When you're a master, you don't even play with those illusions. You're done.